very precarious place to be standing. It's very windy. This is almost a skyline view of the city. This is the news video. Last week's video was, well, nothing significant had happened. A little bit of demolition here and there, but as you can see, they've been demolishing the end parts. That's where that door is, where the digger is. There's like a window of the former card factory shop, and you can now see right the way through the square now. As you can see, a lot of recycling's been done. Loads of it apparently. And some, I don't know, wood. There's some wood there. And as you can see, the remaining, all the buildings on Magdalen Street are over, have been demolished. And I'm going to get off this bridge. Yes, the crosswind is quite large. It's very blustery on this bridge. There's Gilden Gate House, which held the reference library for several years after the old library fire, where the Forum is now, in 1994. One of several major fires that happened on the 1st of August in years gone by, and the second library fire to happen on the 1st of August. The first one being 1898. And then of course you had Darwin's 1st of August 1970. And then of course, less than about 9 months after the library was the Assembly House in April 95. All on my YouTube video, The Fires of the 1st of August. Now, as you can see, this is now gate 6, and you can see that I would estimate 2/3 of the car park have been demolished. The two somewhat smaller hydraulic diggers have been working to clear away the rubble. The orange hydraulic machine was has been working all this week, but is apparently looking rather solemn in its resting position. And there's the QD store, Sovereign House, former HMSO, and you can see there's a lot of stuff that's been taken out. Look, you can see Outpost Studio, Henry JN, 15 years, Help Us City Council. They never relocated any one of them. I don't think they relocated one of those artist studios. They didn't help them at all, I don't think. I wouldn't quote me on that. We'll just take a walk round. You can tell not many people walk around on this bridge. There have been many choosing to go on the bridge, but none of them, well, there's been several who took photos from the bridge. You can all see them on the Facebook site, Anglia Square past and present. Let's just continue our walk. We'll do a walk all the way round. Forgive me, the wind is terrible today. That's why I kept it short. And as you can see, if you look just above where that yellow sign is, diversion sign, you can see the top part of the Orange Beast. I've got a feeling it might be too windy for it to operate. It has to have a more or less level surface. The wind which was south has suddenly decided to become west. I think it might well be southwest, but it's being an absolute beggar at the moment. I went down St Augustine Street, so the opposite direction to this, and it came up St Augustine Street like a wind tunnel. So if you come down St Augustine Street, you're coming down in the opposite direction to the distance I'm walking, and it came down like a wind tunnel, like as if it was coming from a southeasterly direction. But it seems the wind has changed to the southwest, so I reckon if we went up St Augustine Street, it would be a wind tunnel again. You couldn't get away with being out of the wind. I mean, it's now behind me. It was in front of me, and it's done damage to that fence, as you can see. We're now on Pitt Street, walking past buildings that are scheduled for demolition. I'm told that the only building that's going to be left in the fenced off part is City Gates. It's going to be the only part. Well, it's older than Anglia Square. It's 1950s, 1960s, early 1960s, that is. It's older than the square. The youngest part of the square development is the bridge, which stands close to the square. So that's interesting. I saw a low loader. Maybe the orange hydraulic machine is a new one. Maybe the old one's contract out. Maybe so, but there is definitely a hydraulic machine It looks like another one of these beasts has turned up. This is the one you can see is yes, that's what the low loader was for, because you can very definitely see just below the fence there a hydraulic machine, an orange one. And now we come towards the square, past the square, and you can very, very definitely see another orange hydraulic machine, one that might be smaller. You can see the smaller one on the right, but then there's this one, and we're going to see much more clearer on Edward Street in a few minutes. But there's definitely now two of these beasts, Dippy, and I think the one that's currently working at the moment might well be Dippy, and the other one might be, what else could you call its big brother? It's twin, Dippy and Doppy. Dippy, Steggy, after Stegosaurus. I mean, the one that was which showed us doing the demolition, I've called that Rexy, after T-Rex. But apparently the orange one, the orange hydraulic machine, could arguably be called Rexy, because apparently the T-Rex was that big. It was a huge dinosaur. So we come round onto Edward Street, and there's a lot of water because the dust is heading in this direction. It's being blown by the southerly wind, and I wouldn't be in a hurry to go too far. Is this beast here the smaller brother to Dippy? He looks a lot smaller, but I have a feeling he could just be a bigger brother. He could be the one that's been anticipated for over a week now. One that a fellow Facebooker, I won't tell you her name, she said there was going to be another hydraulic machine coming. I think this is it. But there is definitely something over that way. You can see it in the distance. Maybe it's the extended arm to this, and it's just Dippy, who I've nicknamed Dippy, just having a go on a small. It's got its smaller extension. Dippy's smaller extension. The wind is forcing my camera to not focus very well. I apologise for that. I'm going to sit down for a minute. Oh yes. Let's see if we can focus in a bit. It looks like Dippy with a much more stronger bit, and the extended arm has been taken off Dippy, and this one looks to be this one with the smaller arm looks to be a lot more effective than the one with the extended arm. The one with the extended arm didn't seem to be so effective. I mean, this one is absolutely, with the smaller arms, is absolutely tearing into the car park. So yes, perhaps it could well be a brand new machine, but it could be just the same hydraulic machine, but with just a different arm that can, a different claw, which can do a lot more damage. Because this one is tearing through. And I wish I could, I do wish I could get it closer to show you. Let's just take it to 3. Let's take it to 4. That's 3.9. It's as close as I'm going to get it. And you can definitely see the green hydraulic. The water from the spray is coming is being sent this way to lay the dust that's being blown this way. So as you can see, yes, that's a smaller hydraulic. It's a smaller hydraulic arm. Excuse the people walking past. It's not annoying. You can see the difference it's making. Oh, dearie me! It's like being sat in a heavy rain shower. The wind, they've got it set so it lays the dust that's coming this way. So this is. It could be a smaller brother, or it could just be the same machine with a different extension on. Maybe the larger arm isn't needed anymore, because that could certainly reach up to the higher levels if need be. And the wind is joggling my phone about. This is on a phone. I'm going to take it down to 2. That's 2.1. That's 1.9. I can never get 2. That's better. This will be about a 20-minute video. The harder work. It'll be done. I reckon it'll be down by next week. Next week, maybe the middle of the week after. Because remember, there's going to be a lot of work going on. And if that is a different hydraulic. Different hydraulic machine. Maybe from next week, this one will be joined with the bigger one. Maybe that one over there is a different hydraulic machine altogether. Maybe this is the same one with just a different arm, which is a lot more effective. So, bring that back to 1. And this claw, I don't know if it's the same sort of one or what. I don't know whether it's the same sort of machinery. It's just if I can reach down. I don't know what I've done. I think I've pulled something. I pulled a stomach muscle. And let's just say if I reach down, it's sore. It's near a hernia that I've got. And I think the only reason why it's happened is because it sneezed. I sneezed. yesterday, and I didn't feel anything until this morning, which is about right. I'd say it's nearly 2/3 down the car park. Whoever said that was going to take 2 weeks, 3 weeks to demolish has been proven spectacularly wrong, because this is the 4th week of demolition, 4th week from tomorrow, and they haven't actually got 2/3. There's still a bit to go for 2/3. And as you can see, this claw on this one, on this extension, is far more effective. It's bigger. So there we are. So demolition on the 4th week. This is the 12th of March. And do you know, it's so wet here. I mean, anyone who doesn't like it, use a because if you get wet in that, you really will be wet. So I'm not going to show you Magnan Street today. I showed you Magnan Street from the bridge, what we locals call the Flyover. I don't know why it's called the Flyover. That's its actual title, because it's on the St Crispin's Road. Oh, it's wet. It's wet here. The wind, the water is actually coming in and it's laying the dust. It's actually quite dusty, as you can see. So I'm going to continue watching. I might take a few more photos, but until the next time, hopefully I don't get wet. I'll speak to you soon.